Praise the Most High, top of the AM, top of the AM. Back at it like crack at it, say less and pray more. You already know. Hallelujah. I'm jumping on this early AM video to share a few things that was on my spirit this AM. So when I got up just now, I started to think about what I'm gonna do with my channel. Because of recently, a spirit been placed on me to evolve into something else. My channel, showcase a little bit more who I am, because I'm not really too big on that. But I participate. Long story short, I participate, and I used my channel previously for a foundation of music. This is where I used to upload my music and things of that nature. And the reason I did music is because this was the easy way for me to tell the story, to express what I've been through, to share what I've been through. So once I started to study the word, right, just get knowledge, dealing with health, dealing with spirituality, wanted people to hear it, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, oh my goodness, this is some good stuff. This is good content, right? Good material. Yeah. And we touch people. I ain't gonna lie, I touch a lot of people. And I realized the growth within my journey. And I realized that a lot of people didn't get, didn't receive it. So I started to learn how to, I worked on hiding the way I was rapping within my music about certain information. So the past couple of years, the years I had my account of making music, it was basically the growth of me, the things that I studied, the things that I encountered, and articulating it through my music. Being discreet, being informative, and also hiding it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes certain things don't need to be said straight out. You have to, riddles, parables, things like that. So I started to rhyme in parables. I realized and pay attention from the first time me coming out with my music. It was more spiritual based. You know what I mean? A lot of real powerful, real, ooh. But for those who didn't have the spiritual mind, or wasn't really like looking for that type of energy, I didn't get them. So I was like, I want to get those people as well. So I went back to, street, hardcore, talking about that, that street work, but incorporating it, like. So you think I'm talking about the streets, but I'm not. I'm talking about the world still. But I was able to manage to hide, hide it. Some people still can catch it if they study. And you're like, oh, he's talking about something different. He's talking. He really on some, you know what I mean? So this is where my journey took me to, and allowed me also to stay with it, because it's hard, the journey. You know what I mean? To be consistent studying the word, um, 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 living your life at the same time, and correcting your life at the same time. It's hard. Um, all men fall short of the glory, and applying the law, statutes, and commandments along with this, being taught traditionally by the world from their perspective and point of view, it's hard, very hard. And Not saying it's not attainable. Not saying that it can't be done. It's just that you have to have prayer. You have to believe that there's something greater. You have to endure. And that's what it was. But he knows how much you can endure, right? So you also have to know or be aware that, you're getting low, of your tank. How much can you, handle? And if you can't handle that, you're going to have to you might gonna have to improvise on things, like manipulate yourself, trick your mind once again, because I come to realize that this it's all manipulation, you know, witchcraft, all that, lesson magic, it's all manipulation. So it's all about good manipulation, bad manipulation. So sometimes I have to manipulate myself to get things done, right? Right, so I manipulated myself to get things done, and that allowed me to endure, especially with studying. I started looking at studying like a Netflix series. You know what I mean? I had to change my mindset to get the thing done, to get it done. How they say, to get it done, by all means necessary, get it done. Even staying within the laws, staying within the guidelines. You have to stay. You have to apply that. Then if not, then you would be a heathen. You know what I mean? There's no difference between you and the heathens. You know what I mean? It would be no difference. It's nothing to distinguish. So to implement the laws within your journey, this is why he said he reward those that can what? Obey, become obedient. You know what I mean? They can follow. What? And he said there's nobody who can really out reward him. It's like, price, treasured, treasures, uh, um, precious stones, gems, things of that nature. So I realized that this is my walk, this is my journey, and today, well, past couple of days, I would say starting for the beginning of this month, he put the spirit in me to talk more, to come out, because I took about 2 years off, due to the trials and tribulations that I was going through, my tests that he allowed me to go through, that I still need to be G checked on. Cause trust me, I need a lot of G checking, right? I ain't perfect. I got my problems as well. But nobody is to here is to G check me. Like, you see, my peers, my friends, they I'm not saying I'm not more. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the level of where I'm at with this, and this sincerity and the seriousness of my journey, or how I take it, because I take this serious. This is serious to me. So a lot of people have different levels of, how deep they want to get with this. Um, this is very, this is deep to me. This is very, very important to me. This is my life. This is my, my way of eating, of survival. It's sin. And the moment that I tell myself that the opposite is the moment I go back. It's the moment that I de I, I digress. I digress. It's the moment, you know what I mean? I get demoted. Um, yeah, and I don't want that. And I know what it feels like to be, without the Most High. That emptiness inside, that void is like, it's lost. And I know the difference now from being lost and being found. And what I'm saying found, bro, is like, is some type of energy. This is a spirit of knowing, a spirit of 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 security. It's real power, and I won't trade that in for nothing. Now, I'm not saying that I I don't fall short. Now, it's the catch-22. Because you're like, oh man, you just want to keep going in and on. Right, you would think that is the case. right? Because you get all the pop. But hold up, bro. The Most High tests you now. You see where I'm coming from? Because sometimes, like you said, he'll change the whole platform. It's like, yo, because you getting too good at this, right? Let me go ahead and send you over here and see how you do this and see how you do that. It's just like a coach, bro. You go to a basketball camp, they're going to put you up against the what? The best players, bro. They're going to see where you at. So they can what? Categorize you. They're going to know how to utilize you. You understand? You see? It's called, you know what I mean, getting you seasoned. So, much given, much expected, right? So the levels, as we come up, we say new levels, new devils, bro. I don't know if you ever heard that saying, but new levels, new devils. So the level I'm on is going to require more, right? It's going to require more and less, both of them. It's probably more dedication, more focus. Probably going to be less people, right? Or it's probably going to be more charity work. You know what I mean? Whatever you don't like doing, you're going to have to do that, because that's the test. It's to do what you don't want to do. You see? You see, he want to see if you're obedient or not, right? That's how I see it. It's how I peep game. And thus far, you know, like I got a 90% rate, man. Not to say I get everything correct, but like I said, man, I'm on the right path. So anyway, let's tie the video in. I'm on here to tell you that the Spirit been placed on me to do what I'm doing now since the beginning of this month. To speak when I'm told to, when I get that Spirit. I still study, but it's a study as how it said, as it was before, like long hours like I used to. No, it's not. When I say that new level, new devils, sometimes it get harder, and level I'm on, in some areas get harder. Like, you know, the strength to sit for 3 hours and just really get it in how I used to. It's not there like that no more, to be honest with you. When I get in there, it's like, so I struggle sometimes to stay in the Word 3-4 hours. And then I came across some scripture that says, too many books called weariness of the mind. You see, too much of anything is no good. So I had to realize too, to take a break from the Word. So I took a break from the Word and went in the world, not become of the world, but I went in the world. Meaning that it's so much in me, I should see what the Most High is talking about in the world. And that's what I do. I study for a certain point in time. You know what I mean? I wouldn't know. Really, he gave me a signal. He'll tell me things start funny, and I have to pay attention. Like, okay, you know what? Let me put this book down. Let me go ahead and ride. Let me go enjoy life now. Let me go, and this is when I start to see things. This is where it comes out naturally. It's like, oh, shit. Like, oh, scriptures start coming out. Everything I was reading, everything that was inside of me comes out. So I started to realize what the Bible was talking about. Yeah, get it in so much to the point where, you know, if you do take a little break, I ain't saying you're going to take a break like you're going to completely close it. That's what you don't do. You don't completely close the book. You don't do that. That's a no-no. That's a trick. You take breathers. You see? You know? Like I said, little 15-minute breaks. But you never really put the book down. You know what I mean? You go through it. You said how you said you toning it now. Now you toning it. You know what I mean? I'm just staying toned. Right. When you work out, in the beginning you go hard, boom, boom. Once you get to a certain level, you tone it now. You know, you just maintain. You know what I mean? Because if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. So we don't wanna not use it because we don't wanna lose it. And I realized that once again I experienced all this. I went through a time where I stopped. I just stopped, you know what I mean, and it got a little weird. I felt weak. You know, it wasn't as sharp as I used to be. And the comeback, the response, the G checking, things of that nature. It was like it was getting weak. I could feel it, and this is why I was like, you know what? Let me get back into my Word. And that's what I do. But when I get back in the Word, I'm thinking I need to get back in my Word. Like, oh my goodness, I need to get it out. You know what I mean? And it's not. It's not. A little bit here, a little bit there. You see? Because this is a long time journey. This is a lifetime journey. This isn't no couple hours we graduate. Ain't no graduating from the Most High. You graduate the levels, but far from the school, there ain't no graduation. Nah, this is life. This is 24/7. This is the life. This is the road, baby. You see? So this is a full time. This is a lifetime job right here. Benefits is involved, all that. You know what I mean? I just booked another trip too. I'm going to Ecuador. So South America, here we come. Central America, South America. I'm gonna stay away from Europe right now. Europe is going through, a little crisis. And once we get all out the way, then the crisis and all this crazy. Well, it ain't gonna never stop being crazy. But once, um, the storm calmed down, you know what I mean? Then it might take into consideration of going. But that's not my mind. My mind is to do what the Spirit told me to do. And that's what I'm here today speaking of. Is that I'm gonna do more of these videos, and when I do more of these videos and speaking or expounding on things that generally happen in our people's lives, my people's brothers and sisters, and partners as well. But I don't want to go too deep, meaning that when I speak about of the word, I'm not going deep. I'm not going to be going, dealing with the esotericness of the scriptures. I'm going to the esogenesis and the etymology of things. I'm not. I'm gonna stay away from it. I'm gonna stay away from all the religions and comparisons and all. That's not what I'm here for. Even though I have knowledge and understanding of it, but it's not meant to be shared. You understand? Everybody can't dance to every song. I learned that too. You can't dance to every song, man. So I'm gonna go deep, but only on the simple things. For this world is simple-minded. You know what I mean? You want to go deep, then there's a lot of people out there that got time and energy for that. I don't believe that's my mission from the Most High. Is to, because I went deep. My songs is deep, and a lot of people go like it's over their heads. Like, if you really want to hear some deep stuff, man, then listen to my music. And then we can come back ask questions. But as far as me, like just going in and try to get all that, nah, because he said my people ain't even that sophisticated like that. You understand? So you gotta dumb it down. You really gotta dumb it down. And there's levels to that. Like I said, there's levels to everything. So the level I'm coming with or coming towards is the level of the simple. You know what I mean? Using the most simple logic for the most complex situations. You understand? And so much as my job is to take what I learned, right, and to allow people to be able to eat off it. So only way I see me able to accomplish that is to tackle the simple things in life, like understanding, like what to eat, um, the difference between brothers and a friend, family issues, um, um, being down in a rut, right? Motivation through the struggles, because one may not have the know-how or the funds to receive certain things. You know what I mean? Just the basic fundamentals that the Bible speak of. And I'm not trying to get to that level, for my what you want to call it, my scholars. Because you got those that's here for deeper learning, and that's me. I'm here for deeper learning as well. Don't get it twisted. But there's a time and place for everything. Ecclesiastes is a time to cry, time to mourn, time to die, time to kill. It's a time for that, and I believe that he put this on my spirit to really do this part, which is what, just break things down. You know what I mean? Just break shit down, simple stuff, things that we can we can grasp with the naked eye. You understand? I may go a little deep on things, but that's only to break down the simple things that I'm talking about. You understand? So I'm only on here now is to let people know that don't expect me to do no videos every day, but I'm only going to do a video when the spirit hit me. It's probably going to be random because that's how it comes. I have to go in the world and just live my life and just being who I am. It comes. You know what I mean? Like I did my last couple of videos. There's nothing uh, uh, prepared, anything like that. Nah, it was just, oh my goodness, man. Matter of fact, press record and starts flowing. I'm coming up in 21 minutes right now, so I like to stay along them lines. So take care, stay blessed. Back at like crack at is Most High Yah.